Responding to questions posed in the upper house, Minister of Finance Com Imbert said no penalties or interest will be applied to taxpayers who have not yet received their assessment notice.
The rate of property tax for residential properties was reduced to 2%. So if someone has received an assessment using the old rate of 3%, it's invalid. Okay, so that deals with that. The default of the taxpayer I'm talking about here is that if the Board of Inland Revenue has been unable to deliver a tax assessment notice to the taxpayer, then the taxpayer is not at fault.
The minister also discussed ongoing efforts to streamline the payment process, including the introduction of online payment options.
Unfortunately, under the Audit and Exchequer Act, revenue must be sent in whole. There can be no deduction of a service charge. So what we have been looking at with respect to the commercial banks is a system where they would act as a collector of revenue, so that someone would make an online payment, the banks will collect those payments of property tax, record them appropriately, identify who paid for what, when, and so on, and then remit the amount paid in full to the Treasury to go into the consolidated fund for it to be recorded as revenue.
Minister Imbert explained how the online payment system would work.
It will be virtually identical to the online payment by bank transfer of your utility bills, so that those persons who have the facility to use their bank account to make a bank transfer, as is now done with WASA and TNTEC and so on, will be able to do that. That's the process. I would not want to give a precise time at this point in time. Before I came here, I had a discussion with the technocrats who are working on the solution to make sure it's properly recorded.
He said in trying to facilitate other modes of payment, systems must be in place to ensure that the payment of the property tax is properly recorded as revenue.
You will remember that the source of the problem, the impasse as it is called by the media, between the Ministry of Finance, the officials in the Ministry of Finance, now it appears also the Central Bank, and the Auditor General, is a question of accurate recording of revenue. So what I would not want to happen is a situation where people make their property tax payments online, and it is not properly recorded as revenue in the consolidated fund.
The minister did not confirm whether the deadline would be extended beyond September 30th, as the time for urgent questions came to an end. Mahalia Joseph-Wharton, TTT News.